Gaza ceasefire agreement would enter its second phase. Trump wrote on social media that members of the board would be announced shortly. He added that he could say with certainty that it would be the greatest and most prestigious board ever assembled at any time. Trump continued that as chairman of the board, he's backing a newly appointed Palestinian technocratic government and a national committee for administration of Gaza to govern the Strip during its transition. He also wrote that with the support of Egypt, Turkey and Qatar, we will secure a comprehensive demilitarization agreement with Hamas. The announcement came as Israel launched a series of strikes across the Gaza Strip despite the ceasefire. At least 10 Palestinians were killed on Thursday. Israeli gunfire on Friday has also killed one woman and injured several others. Let's go live now to Tarek Abu Azum joining us from Gaza City. And Tarek, all this talk of phase 2 has done nothing to stop Israel's attacks on the Strip. Tell us about the latest.
Well, Anna, the past 24 hours have been exceptionally intense. What was supposed to be a transition into phase 2 of the ceasefire agreement has been instead replaced and marked by a sharp escalation with deadly series of airstrikes on residential homes, mainly in central Gaza, where at least 10 Palestinians have been reported killed as a result of these attacks on these residential homes. What we do understand is that 2 homes were destroyed in western Deir al-Balah, which is an area that has been designated as a safe zone under the ceasefire map, while a third one was struck in a Nusayrat refugee camp, leaving behind trail, in fact, of destruction. But what really stands out in such Israeli attacks is a military tactic rooted in ambiguity, both in timing and in justification, despite Israel reporting no attacks on its soldiers yesterday or over the past 24 hours. These airstrikes have continued. One of the latest and the deadliest as well was an airstrike on a police checkpoint along a Rashid coastal road, where 2 police officers were killed in the strike. And what has been so remarkable earlier this morning is the remarkable activation of Israeli drones that we can right now hear at the background, and also the movement of Israeli naval warships. We saw them clearly operating close to the shore of Gaza on our way here to the broadcasting location, and they have been a main source of anxiety and frustration, as we have been hearing from locals on the ground, that the huge sound of Israeli drones and the unbearable level of anxiety kept them awake till the morning, and also left behind different questions that remained unanswered regarding the sustainability of the ceasefire as these airstrikes continue and as the phase 2 of the agreement begins.
Tarek, all the stress and anxiety on top of the physical needs. We have seen the mountains of rubble that need to be cleared. We can see a bombed out building over your shoulder right now. The humanitarian needs of people in Gaza are growing. Most pressing, one would have thought, as winter carries on, that people need a place to sleep and to shelter.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. People on the ground here are living on borrowed time. They say that we are not going to debate any sort of technocratic or governance models, but what we do care about is how the humanitarian needs could be met successfully under the terms of the agreement. They say that these conditions on the ground here are not designed to push their lives to continue, but only for a little bit longer. They say that they are unable to cope with the current humanitarian calamity that is escalating as time flies by. And for them, they are saying that the needs are quite massive. They say that the situation on the ground is marked by severe shortages in terms of medical services, shelter, education, and also humanitarian needs. They are also pressing on the fact that Gaza needs thousands of makeshift tents and mobile houses to shelter those families who have been left stranded after the destruction of their homes. And they are saying that they are living among mountains of rubble that will take years in order to be removed. And they are watching closely that the Israeli military is still procrastinating the entry of what they truly need on the ground. And this has been a main a major source of frustration and disappointment when it comes to their humanitarian needs. They say that the ceasefire is only in name but not in experience, and they believe that the longer these needs will be procrastinated, the humanitarian situation will continue to escalate rapidly with no sense of respite, despite all powerful statements put out by NGOs and UN actors about the extension of the humanitarian crisis in Gaza and to what extent people also can endure with this crisis, especially it's recently been compounded by the harsh winter elements and also the repeated rounds of escalations that have been documented over the past 90 days.
Tarek Abu Azoum, thank you very much, joining us from Gaza City.